is so many ways you can mess with your Sims in The Sims 4, but one of them is trapping them inside a 1x1 house with no money, no job, and a goal to create a full house out of nothing. This is our Sim, Margot Winters, and there's a few rules to this challenge. So your Sim is trapped inside this 1x1 box and that's it. Everything outside of the box is off limits, and the challenge ends when your Sim has a fully functional house with different rooms and a way to make money. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so now Margot is officially in her new home. She's feeling pretty happy, which is actually surprising because I would not be very happy if I was stuck in a 1x1. But I think once we get a little bit of money, we can expand our base and, you know, put a fridge in there. She's on her phone right now, so she doesn't seem to be too bored. But to get our first little bit of money, I think our only option is to take selfies and sell them in our inventory. It's gonna be pictures of the wall right now. She's laughing at that. It's gonna be pictures of the wall right now just because our space is too dang small to even see her face. So let's just sell those really quick. We get 142 for that. That's a lot. And I put one of her aspirations as being a loner, so she should be a little bit more okay with being by herself than, you know, most Sims. And I think the end goal is just to have a house with functioning rooms and different doorways to everything, which might be a little hard, but I think once we get going it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, we're just gonna keep taking selfies just so that we have enough to get a fridge, maybe. I think our best bet is to start with a fridge. I know, girl, taking selfies is so hard. Alright, it's really just pictures on the wall, but you know, it's okay. Alright, let's sell those. Now we have about 450 simoleons, which is actually more than I thought we would have by now, but I am not complaining. Alright, kitchen. Let's buy Margot her first house decoration, which is a fridge. So now that hunger need will be met and we'll be good. So I'm just honestly gonna keep taking selfies so we can just expand the house a little bit. Alright, so now we have about 430, which means we could probably expand this at least by 2. And then my next objective is I really want to get a easel so that she can paint and then she can sell the paintings for money. Alright, so now our house looks pretty nice so far. I still don't know who this random is outside. She's lurking on her phone. But then my goal is to get a computer as well so that we can maybe find a job and get income that way. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. We're just gonna keep selling selfies until we can afford a painting easel. Hopefully her paintings will not absolutely suck. No offense, but like, you know. Alright, we're gonna keep selling selfies. And finally, the house is big enough where she doesn't have to take pictures of the wall. Alright, we should have enough to afford an easel. That way we can start painting. We can start being a little Bob Ross. Let's go classic painting. She's already gonna do it for me. Alright. So hopefully, girl, what is that? Maybe I take it back on the artistic talent. I'm not sure that she was really an artistic gal, but let's do another painting for about 100 realism. That should sell for a little bit, and we have about $300 so far. Oh. Wow, Margot. No, it's good. No, it's great. No, it's good. No, that looks good. Yeah. Alright. So let's sell that for about 200. So now we have about 500 simoleons, which is honestly, it's pretty good. So I think we need to maybe invest in a toilet. Maybe? Alright, how much is this? $250, not bad. Alright, let's just put the toilet right there. And that way she doesn't have to... Oh, okay. So we're just throwing stuff all over the floor now. And I also think our next bet is to get a shower. But honestly, we do need to extend this a little bit because it is getting a little cramped with all the stuff. And we're gonna need a lot more room. Alright, can we do it this way? We do have enough. So now our home. So now her home has more room in her, but she's still choosing to sit in the corner. Awesome. Alright, so our next focus our next focus is definitely getting a bed and a shower just so she doesn't start to stink, because it's a small room and there's no windows. So okay, well, spoke too soon because she's actually stinking as we speak. Alright, so let's just take some more selfies just so we can get some more money, because honestly she's not going to be able to paint if her needs are down. So that's going to be really difficult. Just a couple more selfies, maybe one more round of selfies, and then Margot can get her shower. Isn't that exciting, everyone? And I want to end up making this house like cute, like a little small cottage, you know. Let's finally buy a shower. I'm feeling good. This is going good. So she can shower, she can get her needs up. Our next objective is definitely getting a bed. Hopefully we can also go try to do like social media or something just so that Alright, so she is really tired, so I'm gonna need to kind of pick up the speed to try to get her a bed. We can do one more round of selfies and then she can get a bed, get her needs up, and then start painting. Because I think even though the paintings cost money, I think it is a good way to like get your bread up, Okay, so I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. It is a good way to get your money up, get your bread up, you know, other things. Alright, and she is serving after she just passed out, so... Alright. She's getting some food as well. Alright, let's sell those, get a bed, finally get a bed. There we go! Okay. Is this gonna be a problem? Alright. Our house is looking pretty clean and cozy so far. I also need to invest in a trash can because my girl is just leaving crap all over the floor. It also is looking a little bit like a white padded room from an asylum.
Pinwheels in my head, voices, angry.
But I think once we get our money up, I think once we get some more money, we can paint the walls. So this glass is like mysteriously stinking. I'm not sure why, but I'm not gonna question it. Okay, so she needs to go to the bathroom. Girl, it's right there. Why are you freaking out? It's right there. Is that Princess Diana? Who is that? Alright, so she's just gonna keep painting that. And I just want to get, my main objective right now is just to get money to extend the house. Just so we can possibly start making some more rooms. Oh my word, Margot, you're a star. 2,000 simoleons we have now. Okay, so I say we definitely extend this. Wow, she's an artist. All right, so I definitely want to have, I'm gonna have this be the bathroom. I know it's tiny, but like honestly, she doesn't need much other than a shower, sink. All right, so this is gonna be her bedroom. I'm gonna try not to spend a lot of money right now. And then I think I'm gonna have this be her potential office. Perfect, this is looking good. So this is her bedroom. I'm gonna put her easel in her office just so that she has like a separate room. Like, it looks kind of sad, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie with you guys, it looks a little bit sad right now. So she's just gonna continue to eat her chips and leave it on the floor per usual. All right, so let's invest. First investment of the day is getting a trash can because homegirl stinks. These cups are actually creating biohazard fumes near her feet, and that's, you know, that's not great. I think health-wise, that's not great. So next plan of action, we do have a little bit of money, so we could possibly get, I'm gonna treat you to a kitchen counter. Lucky freaking you. This space is a little difficult. My bad. I might extend this a lot. I might extend this by a lot because I also forgot I want to put a living room. So I kind of want to make like a kitchen, living room, dining room hybrid situation. Right? Okay. But I think I want the kitchen to be over in this corner. I know. I'm really challenging my Bloxburg days, which was quite a while ago. So don't hate me if this house looks like absolute poo. I also think we need to invest in some windows because it is a little sad. It's a little sad in here, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we do have our kitchen. I just spent all of our money on lights because she needs to see. So we're gonna, firstly, we need to, yeah. And that's what I said. So we need to put this in the trash bin because we don't want our house to be stinky and gross. Also, her social seems to be down. I wonder why. I'm really not sure why her social would be down. But maybe we can get on our phone. Let's add a Simstagram story next to our trash can. I'm sure that'll get plenty of likes. Alright, so she has 12 followers now. I think that's our best bet. What does she need? She needs social. I don't really know how to get her social because I can't really talk to anyone. I don't have any friends. I don't have any contacts, so that might be a problem. Alright, let's just keep taking selfies. I think we just grind out the selfies. I think that's our best bet, honestly. We also might need to invest in some wallpaper because, you know, not that I don't love the metal sheets that cover our walls. It's just not fitting the vibe right now. And I think we need to firstly work on our kitchen so that she doesn't get mad at me for just giving her like animal crackers for dinner. For right now, I'm just gonna get this one, but eventually I'd like to upgrade it to not be ugly. We are on our way to greatness with Margot. Her house is looking pretty ratchet right now, but that's okay. And it's also, like, I think I want to make her house pink themed. I know, shocker. We're gonna put this in her desk so that she can finally have somewhere to get a computer potentially. And let's get her a sink. You finally get a sink, Margot. Isn't this exciting? Well, it looks a little dumb. Even though this looks a little stupid, I'm actually gonna move this to the corner. No, that wouldn't work. This is like playing Tetris. Holy crap. Alright, and then maybe a mirror. I think this is looking pretty good so far. Maybe we throw a rug. Maybe we throw a rug down just so that she has a little bit of spice in her life. All right, so we now have 12. We now have 12 whole dollars. So go us. Who knew? All right, she is smirking. She is doing the We're gonna do flowers because I think this would be cute. It is $8 a pop. Maybe in our bedroom we do like a blue theme. I think this looks cute. Let's do gray because I feel like we already have like pink. We already have pink decorations in there. So I don't want to overwhelm the pink. Me talking like I'm on HGTV. Like what? So I am broke. Great. Alright, so let's just Let's go back to our old ways of selling selfies. Just so that we can afford some flooring, we can afford some decorations. You know, I feel like that's important right now. And then I really want to focus on getting a computer so that her social can go up and so that she can chat with strangers online. Because that's always a good idea. You definitely should chat with strangers online. Alright. Oh my goodness. 1,000. Margot, get in here. Get in here and sell this. You can sleep later. Alright. Let's buy our first computer. I'm so excited. Alright, let's see. I think it is time that we get, you know, a couch, TV, something, this is gonna be a little bit difficult because we don't have a lot. Actually, we can extend this. We can extend this like 2 and put our living room like in this little corner situation. I feel like maybe we wait and we do a little bit more painting and then we can get a TV and then we can focus on my bedroom and then maybe get a little table or something. Okay, wait. Okay, I love that actually. This whole house looks like a big gender reveal party, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get a mirror. I don't know. How do I make this look good? I feel like there's nowhere to make this look good. Maybe we just do this and put like 2 bar stools or something so that it looks not absolutely hideous. Yeah. I don't know if I like that. Alright. So her bedroom finally has some decoration. I don't really think there's much more I can put in her bedroom just because the space is really small. But she does have like her little dining room. She does have a kitchen. I think it is best that we keep doing confident paintings because it's honestly giving us the best source of money right now. And I'm glad she is an artistic talent. Like that's one of her aspirations. Because these are all selling to the gallery. Like most of them are selling to the gallery, which means I get about, okay, wow, $2,000. Let's get that freaking TV. I am so excited. She finally gets a TV. It's a little tiny, but it's okay. Can I get like a smaller one? That way we can finally have like a full kitchen. And maybe we add, or we can get something to get her gardening skill up. We can get this this stupid tree. Alright. Because I honestly think we're getting close to being done. Because she does have everything that's actually fully functional. Maybe we can add like a towel rack or something. That way she's not drying her hands somewhere weird. Some toothbrush stuff. And I think Margot, this is Margot's new house. Well, now she has, okay, her thing died. Her bonsai died, so clearly that's not going. And we have 1 simoleon. I'm not sure why she's acting like she cannot go to the bathroom. And it's crazy to think that this started from like literally 1 square and we were able to get money without, you know, working like an actual, getting an actual job. But let's just take some selfies so she can afford food because she is hungry right now. Let's cook. What should we cook for our meal? Maybe we should make some cupcakes to celebrate. Well, now we got a little outdoor decoration that's currently, well, it's actually growing, so where did she put the cupcakes? Did she eat them already? Oh my gosh, what happened to the cupcakes? Oh, she took them in here. Girl, get off the game. Get off the game and take a shower. Grab a cupcake. celebratory cupcake on her weirdly shaped stool. 100. Oh, she's feeling fulfilled. Alright, let's just sell this last painting, and I think Margot's house is officially done. Sell for 1,000 simoleons. She doesn't even need a job. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this took some twists and turns, but I definitely think that Margot's house came together very well. I really like the pink and the blue, even though it looks a little like a gender reveal party. So she is just gonna continue here, talking to people online and painting and selling it to a gallery. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!